Snowbird season of 2025 is officially over. Was it a real estate boom or a real estate bust? Today we're going to take a look at the results for Collier County, Golden Gate Estates, and Ave Maria, and how it all compared to the Southwest Florida MLS. Stay tuned as we begin the May 2025 market update. This channel focuses on everything to do with living in Southwest Florida. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or just have real estate questions, feel free to call me anytime at 239-450-5786. Each month, I give you market updates for Collier County, Golden Gate Estates, Ave Maria, and other communities within Southwest Florida. This month, I'm going to focus on specifically Collier County. We're going to look at the county, Greater Naples area as a total, the Golden Gate Estates and Ave Maria all together, and compare that to the results for the Southwest Florida MLS. We're going to look at the last 3 years, and we're going to look at some historical numbers, and we're going to take a look at what may be causing us to have a false picture of confidence in the real estate market here in Southwest Florida. So stay tuned as we begin to take a look at the May 2025 results for Collier County, Golden Gate Estates, and Ave Maria. Now, as we begin to take a look at the numbers, just a quick reminder that all the data is taken directly out of the reporting system within the Southwest Florida MLS system. There's no changing, no manipulating here. I'm just giving you the raw data and telling you what I think it means. So let's begin. Now, again, something I'm going to try to add here in the future each month is just to show you that there is no filtering of the data. I'm giving you the basic all data that possible within the MLS system so that you have a complete overall picture. If I do change the data, I will tell you, because it's important that you know what the basis of the numbers are as you take a look at this information. So we'll begin, as we do every month, with the median closed price. The median closed price for the Southwest entire MLS system was $768,311. Collier County, or the entire county, Greater Naples area, $1,370,849. Golden Gate Estates, $592,276, and Ave Maria, $437,627. Now, why am I doing these all together? Well, I want you to see that the area is riding together. You'll see that the numbers are pretty stable compared to what they have been year over year. Now, median number is the middlemost number. So obviously when you look at the Golden Gate Estates, there's a big jump in between 2024 and 2025. Golden Gate Estates, like Collier County, is impacted by the vast range of pricing. Ave Maria, not so much. Collier County has $1 million homes, multi-million dollar homes within the county. Golden Gate Estates ranges from $400,000 to $500,000 homes all the way up to multi-million dollar homes. So the median does fluctuate quite a bit month to month. What I want to take a look at, though, is the median price per square foot. Again, we're seeing that it's very stable, very consistent year over year over the last 3 years, and that's a good sign. To me, that means that pricing is not as falling as everybody claims it is. I mean, yes, Ave Maria is down, Golden Gate, every number is down a little bit when we look at the last 2 years, but it's not a huge, big difference as you hear throughout YouTube. Now, when we look at it from a median sales price and the square footage over the max data that the MLS system has in it, you can see they follow very closely. And what's exciting to see is that the data over the last, really since 2022 midway, it's pretty flat. I mean, yes, there's ups and downs. We expect to see that, but we're not seeing massive dives. We're not seeing, the crash of 2008. Are we seeing price adjustments? Yes, of course we are. I think most of the price adjustments are really being driven by the fact that we have a lot of inventory and sellers are trying to get their properties sold, so they're making price adjustments to try to get buyers to take a look and make an offer on their house. Number of new listings, when we look at it, the entire MLS system had in April 4,896 new listings, Collier County 1,510, Golden Gate Estates 115, and Ave Maria had 63. As we look through, Ave Maria had a huge jump of new listings compared to the previous years, but the other communities are basically flat. Collier County basically flat from 2024, definitely up from 2023, but Golden Gate Estates, again, very stable market for the last 3 years, very consistent numbers. Total homes for sale, this is all the homes for sale on the market, 24,236 in the entire MLS system. Big incline over the last 3 years. Collier County 8,197, Golden Gate Estates 407, and Ave Maria 195. Again, we're seeing, this just shows you the inventory climb, and we're going to take a look at months of supply, and this is going to reflect that. 2023, we're coming out of the 2022, 2021 surge, and we were just starting to gain inventory in 23. Now we are seeing, we're actually seeing some record numbers. When you look at Collier County, the orange line, that's the highest it's ever been as far as months of supply within the 12, 13 years of data here. Actually, this is 10 years. This one's 10 years worth of data. Months of supply, definitely we're back up to more normal levels when it comes to all three neighborhoods and the MLS. But when you do look at Collier County as a whole, there definitely is we're in record status here with a lot of inventory. We're looking at 11.4 months worth of inventory within Collier County, 6.9 in Golden Gate Estates, and 9.8 months worth of inventory in Ave Maria. Anything above 7 is considered a buyer's market, but again, as I've always said, we're not necessarily in a buyer's market because of interest rates in the economy, but definitely the buyers have the advantage now in this current market. Pending sales, this is what everybody wants to know. Are people buying homes right now? We see in the overall MLS, we saw 3,031 homes go under contract. Collier County 859, 75 in the Golden Gate Estates, Ave Maria 29. Ave Maria and the overall county are definitely season driven. Those are two markets that are overall are very much season driven. So we wouldn't expect to see a huge change or anything when it comes to Golden Gate Estates, not necessarily seasonal buyers that much, but when you look at the overall MLS, basically it was not a great season. Collier County was down over 100 homes in April compared to previous years, and that's not a good sign. Plain and simple, it's just not a good sign. Closed sales, this is homes that actually went and have a new buyer, went to closing table, and there's a new owner on the property. 992 for Collier County, 72, that's up for Golden Gate Estates, 29 for Ave Maria, that's a good sign. A lot of homes sold in Ave Maria. Overall MLS, again, was down from 2024, which is interesting. But again, Collier County was lower. Not the greatest season when it came to real estate here in Southwest Florida. I'll tell you, the weather has been we have had the driest winter that I can remember, but the weather has been gorgeous. So it wasn't an issue with bad weather keeping people away. Just still interest rates, economy, and I think there's a lot of people that are still just holding their cash in reserve, waiting to see what happens with the overall progress and direction of this country. Closed historical sales, let's just take a look at it. Are we in dangerous territory? No, we're not. You can see all the way back to 2012 here, looking at the entire MLS. Really, on this chart, Golden Gate Estates and Ave Maria are pretty much flat, and that's kind of the case. But the entire MLS system and Collier County, you can see it's pretty much normal, with the exception of the surge of 21 into 22. We're kind of normal numbers, but when we look at it though, we need to put it in perspective, right? This is an article from the Naples Daily News, March 25 of 24, giving us data numbers of the growth in the county from 2020 all the way to 2023. You know, our population now is 404,000 people in Collier County. You know, that's a lot of growth, and we're just not seeing the activity going from that. Now, what is, you know, what do I think is part of it? I personally think that this chart right here is, I filtered the chart to the data to just show me new construction sales, and you can see the amount of new construction that's happening in the area in Collier County. Golden Gate Estates, Ave Maria is almost all new construction. And something to keep in mind is that this chart that you're looking at right now does not include the new construction homes that are being built by the communities that never reach the MLS. These are the ones being the to be built or the quick inventory. Very few of those homes ever reach the MLS. So communities like Skysail, Torino, a lot of Ave Maria homes, Valencia Trails, all those new construction homes, these big communities, never reach the MLS until they're resold. So we don't see that sales data here. And you know, Valencia Trails just completed. That project started right around COVID, right after COVID. So that tells you right there, that's a big community that sold a large amount of homes in a 4 to 5 year period. So homes were buying, people were moving in the area, a lot of attention going to the new construction. So those numbers aren't in here. Still is the case. We have more communities coming. You know, there's a lot of drama in the news when it comes to new communities being planned and done out here. But the reality is that when you look at the resale numbers, they aren't that great when it comes to the market. We have a lot more people in the area, and we have a lot of more homes on the market and not as many buyers. So is it a good time to sell? Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about what your goals are, your motives of why you want to sell, and let's figure out if this is the right time for you to sell your home. Scan the code on the screen, visit my website, sellstressfree.com, or just give me a call. If you're thinking about buying a home here in Southwest Florida, call or text me today at 239-450-5786, and let's have a conversation about what your specifically family's needs are and how we can find the perfect community and home for you. Thank you for watching this monthly market update. And if you are with me to this point, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to be notified about my future videos. Thanks for watching.